Right, now we go to acceleration. Now, before that, I have some symbols here that I want to use. U stands for the initial velocity. Initial means the starting velocity. V stands for the final velocity. And T is the time taken. Time taken. Not just time taken. Time taken from initial velocity to change to final. All right? I want to emphasize this word. Initial velocity to change to final. And then, of course, A stands for what? It's acceleration. And just now, we have a definition. What is acceleration? Acceleration is the change in velocity divided by time taken. So the change in velocity will be the final velocity minus the initial velocity divided by time taken to change from the initial velocity right to the final velocity. Okay? Now, the ways to find the acceleration by ticker tape, it's also the same method by calculation. Watch. I'm going to have, basically, I start out with, say, this is a ticker tape. I'm going to pull the ticker tape such that this is the direction of the pulling of the paper or the tape. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It stops there. I pull, and this is all the ticks and the dots that you see. Then after that, what I do is I am now going to measure. Say, assuming that I measure this distance from here to here. Say this is 5 centimeter. Okay? And then after that, I measure the last one. It's up to you where you want to measure. Say, when I measure the last one, it happened to be 8 centimeters, slightly longer than this, right? So, we want to find out what is the acceleration. What is the acceleration? Now, first of all, the first thing is always look at where you pull. When you pull from here, this will actually gives you your initial velocity. And this will actually gives you the final. Because you see where you pull. If I pull from here, this is initial, this is final. Because you look at my hand, if I pull, so I pull, the moment I pull, that is the starting one. That is the initial one. Can you follow or not? So now, next thing is, I know that the symbol for initial velocity is U, the symbol for final velocity is V. So what is your initial velocity? Your U will be the distance traveled, 5 centimeter, divided by the time taken. Now, can you remember I just told you just now, one tick takes 0.02 second. Ticks means the distance, the difference between the time between the two dots. Ticks. This is dot. Okay? So one tick is 0.02 second. So now I divide. This is in centimeter. So 5 divided by 0.02. This will give you 250 centimeter per second. Now, in the SI unit, the distance must be into meter. So you divide by 100. This is 2.5 meter per second. So this is your initial velocity. Your final velocity. Your final velocity is, this will be the final one, which is also 8 centimeter divided by, and this is the time taken, it's for one tick. So one tick is how many seconds? 0.02 second. So again, I divide. So 80 divided by this is 400. 400 centimeter per second. I change it to meter, 4 meter per second. Can you follow? So this is the initial, this is the final. So now I will substitute into the formula of acceleration. acceleration is v minus u over t. Can you follow? Whereby my final velocity is 4, my initial velocity is 2.5. You see the unit? This is still meter per second, divided by the time. Now, can you remember just now I told you what is the time? Your time is taken when it starts to change its initial velocity to final. Where is it going to start? It's not starting from here. It is starting from here. So it starts from here right until where it stops measuring the final velocity. So you start to change from here, not here. Because if you count from here, this is still under the initial velocity. But from here onwards, it's no longer initial because your initial is measured 5 cm only. So it starts from here right until here. So how many ticks are there? 1, the spacing, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 ticks, 6 spacing. 1 tick, 0.02 second. 6 ticks will be 6 times 0.02 second. Can you follow? So now this will give you the answer of 4 minus 2.5. This will be 1.5 meter per second divided by, this is 0.12 second. And now I divide 1.5 divided by 0.12. This will give you 12.5 ms minus 2. Can you follow? ms minus 2. Right? I'm going to give you one more example by using ticker tape. Now, it's not necessary that they must measure from 2 ticks or 1 tick. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Now, in this example, I measure from here to here. From here to here. This is 8 centimeter. And I measure only one from here to here. Say this is 9 centimeter. So what is the acceleration? What is the acceleration? So when it starts to pull from here, if it starts to pull from here, this will give you your U. This will give you your V. Can you follow? So what is the U? Your U is 8 centimeter divided by how many spacing are there? 2 spacing means 2 ticks. 1 tick is 0.02 second. If 2 ticks means 2 times 0.02, so 8 divided by 0.04, this will be 200 centimeter per second, so 2 meter per second. And what is your V? Your V, our V, the V will be 9 centimeter over, this is only 1 spacing. The distance between 2 dots is called 1 tick. 1 tick is 0.02 second. So this is 450 centimeter per second. Change it to meter. This will be 4.5 meter per second. So with this U and V, now what is the time taken from its starting initial velocity to change? It starts to change from here. You see, this is still under initial. This one no longer initial. So you count from here right until where it measures. It measures until here. So from here right to the end where it measures. Okay? So how many ticks are there? 2 ticks. So with this, your final acceleration will be V minus U over T. Your V is 4.5. Your U is 2. But your T is this, 2 times 0.02. So it is all in SI unit, meter per second square.